So, welcome ladies and gents. What is going to be the first big bomb of 2024? Probably Madam Web. It's looking heavily likely like it's going to be Madam Web. And it doesn't seem like throughout its creation anyone knew what was going on with this film, which makes a lot of sense as to why it's probably not going to be particularly good. And I'm not just mindlessly hating. The trailer didn't look particularly great. And when you hear that some people on the production, they did reshoots because Andrew Garfield was going to be the Spider-Man. Now they've confirmed it's its own thing. It's a standalone thing. It is kind of all over the place, right? So there's no mindless hating. And the only good thing about this film will be Sydney Sweeney in some very tight superhero outfit. Banging. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at this because the hot prediction is that this will be the first bomb of the year. And I don't take any sort of great pleasure in that. It's not, oh, you know, ha ha ha, funny, funny, funny. No, like, I want good media, you know. I'm sad that in January I've not really seen anything particularly good at the theatre. I want to watch really good things. Side note, I'm very excited for Iron Claw next month. Really, really, really excited for that. I think that looks like a wonderful film. Truly a spectacle of cinema. Beautiful cinematography at the very least. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you are new here, guys. Turn the bell notifications on. And, you know, please do check out the links down below in the description box. Become a patron or a member, all that good stuff. But anyway, look. So I had this sort of headline was interesting. Madam Web director puts final nail in film's box office coffin. Confirms the Spider-Man spin-off takes place in a standalone world. And that was previous to this. There was a rumour that Madam Web originally established Andrew Garfield as Sony Universe's current Spider-Man. And then there was huge reshoots because they needed Tom Holland. And then it's just messed everything up. I mean, we'll take a look at this first because then we'll confirm, obviously, now that they have said it's standalone. But it is fascinating, right? Absolutely fascinating. So, this was originally leaked out over on, from Jeff Snyder, right? On the In Snyder entertainment news outlet, Jeff Snyder, blah blah blah, the Hot Mic podcast, basically. So there was a discrepancy between Dakota Johnson's film's position as a canon prequel to the current Spider-Man, but there wasn't going to be a Spider-Man in it as well. And basically no one had any idea what the hell was going on. And there is also, the other thing which is interesting, there is a supposed version of Uncle Ben, which is this character, Adam Scott. Apparently it's Uncle Ben. Apparently. So who knows that anyway. So they said this. I was always under the impression that Madam Web was set in the 90s. That's what I thought we were told. Not that we're going to be... not that he was going to be in the movie. This is relating to Andrew Garfield because they say, though for some reason Andrew Garfield was going to be Spider-Man in that world, even though he wasn't going to be in the movie, but maybe this is for sequels or whatever, but for whatever reason Andrew Garfield was supposed to be the Spider-Man in that world. What on earth are you doing? So strange. So bizarre. But then, of course, the existence of Andrew Garfield wasn't the current Spider-Man. And then afterwards it was decided that it was going to be Tom Holland's Spider-Man, as this change meant that the timeline didn't line up anymore. And then they heard that the reshoots of Madam Web, the latest reshoots, which I thought they were up to something else, I'm told that the reshoots are actually to remove all the 90s references from the movie because someone effed up on doing the math as far as like Tom Holland's age would actually be this or whatever it was. So I would just say that Madam Web comes out, don't expect any 90s references. They got rid of the 90s setting because that made sense when it was Andrew Garfield, but not for Tom Holland. And that's what the reshoots are for. To address whether it's costumes or style or phone, they flip out. I don't effing know exactly. I was told it was a real... someone effed up, like, up high in terms of the timeline and in the math. And it was just a simple matter of an F up on math. How would you mess up that bad? Seriously? So there's that, which is just bizarre. But now they have confirmed that this is a standalone thing. Now, I will say, right, that Madam Web being a standalone thing actually can make sense. I know, just wait, bear with me. But it can, because she just hangs around in her own realm. She lives between universes. She can traverse the multiverse. The Spider-Verse, as it were, right? So in some instances, it can actually make sense that this is its own thing. Genuinely. 100% it can make sense. I don't think that they will make it make sense, just as an FYI. I don't think they'll make it make sense at all. But anyway, so... yeah, so... oh my god. So basically, Madam Web director S.J. Clarkson has revealed that rather than taking place in Sony's Spider-Man without a Spider-Man cinematic universe, so it's not even connected to Kraven, Venom, anything, Dakota Johnson-led spin-off instead exists in its own standalone world. Clarkson confirmed that this production fumble during a January 19th interview given to Entertainment Weekly's Devon Coogan in promotion of the film's upcoming release, speaking to her decision to make a more grounded approach to Cassandra Webb's silver screen debut rather than the more fantastical and bombastic one seen in the most other Hollywood superhero fare. The director explained that she did so in service of what she saw as the psychological, cerebral nature of the titular heroine's powers. So it says this. Not to sound too wanky about it, it's a very British saying, but it's about what's going on in Cassandra's head and her grappling with that. So that phrase, not to sound too, not like, oh, well, that's pretty wanky or blah, blah, blah. That just means like hoity-toity, a bit up itself. Is she going insane? Is this real? She's battling with that within herself and trying to understand it. And then they say this, she's definitely in a standalone world. Okay. I was able to just have free reign and let the movie be what it needed to be, as opposed to trying to force it into something else. That was a gift in a way, to be able to take something and bring a fresh and, I hope, original take to it. Meh. Interesting. At the end of the day, who knows? Genuinely, I don't even think. I don't even think they know. I don't think they know. They can't possibly know, because Sony, remember, wanted to make an Aunt May spin-off. So I don't think they know what's going on, quite frankly. But there you go. Does it necessarily mean that this is this being in its own world? Does that mean it's going to be bad or worse for it? No. The fact that Sony made it means it's going to be bad, right? All their Spider-Man spin-offs suck. But this could be good when handled by different people that care. Because the standalone world, that's fine. Because she can traverse the Spider-Verse, right? She sits in this, I don't know, bloody weird realm, looking like a giant spider in a web. So there could be something. It's not going to be good, right? It's not going to be good, but it could be. But it's not going to be. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Leave them down below. Cheers. Take care. Bye bye now.